Mic check, mic check, mic check. Testing 1, 2, 3. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another Abel Jets Virtual Group live stream. I am your host, as always, Freezing Falcon, founder and CEO of Abel Jets Virtual Group. I hope that you are doing well wherever you are watching this live stream from. It's Sunday evening, currently in my time zone, that is. Unfortunately, I am also free this evening to conduct a live stream. So, as you can probably see here on the screen, ladies and gentlemen, we are flying an aircraft that is pretty ancient, isn't it? It's the Fokker F27, an aircraft that was designed in the 1950s, and well, it went to service up to, let's say, the early 2000s and even beyond in some countries. This particular airframe that you are seeing, folks, it's a freeware aircraft by Bgaurant, which can be downloaded for free from VATSIM.to. It is a very fantastic aircraft, folks. The level of detail that you would get for a freeware aircraft this is just wonderful, especially for an aircraft that was very common back in the days, but you know, it's just almost doesn't exist anymore nowadays, isn't it? I still remember quite fondly when I was a kid. We had so many Fokker 27s in Indonesia, from multiple various airlines, be them state-owned or private as well. Merpati Nusantara Airlines, which was Garuda Indonesia's subsidiary for bush flights and, let's say, frontier routes, also operated quite a lot of Fokker 27s before they were replaced by the Xi'an MA60, if I remember correctly. But then the airline itself, it doesn't exist anymore. It already ceased operations in 2014, if I'm not mistaken. It was a very popular aircraft type, at least in my home country. That was alongside the IPTN slash Indonesian Aerospace CN235. Those two aircraft types were, let's say, the most popular commuter aircraft models in the 1960 up to the early 2000s, when they were superseded by mostly ATR-72s, ATR-42s and 72s, and also the Xi'an MA60 in terms of Merpati Nusantara Airlines, that is. The particular airframe that you are seeing here, folks, she is registered as Golf Charlie Mike Foxtrot Tango, and she operates for CMI Air Connect, which was the flag carrier of the Central Mediterranean islands back in the days, in the from the 1940s up to the 1980s. She is also bearing the nose name of Aileen McDawson, that is. And now she is part of the CMI Museum of Flight collection, flying on the kept under airworthy conditions under the brand of Abel Jets Retro. And on our right hand side we can see there is another Fokker F27. You can see that is none other than Lalu, folks. That is also an Abel Jets Retro aircraft. It used to operate for Gulung Sky Connect, which was a fictional Indonesian-based low-cost carrier that Abel Jets Virtual Group acquired in the 2010s. It also is a collection of the Central Mediterranean Islands Museum of Flight. And she is also being kept under airworthy conditions under the Abel Jets Virtual Group, under the Abel Jets Retro brand, that is. So yeah, these two aircraft, they often get maintenance, repair and overhaul in Abel Maintenance Facility, that is AMF, which is situated in the fictional island of Lidbury in the central Mediterranean islands. He's currently flying as, let me see. Alfa Romeo Fokker F27-500, that's our ICAO code, and our call sign will be SkyRetro. In this particular occasion, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to reenact a historical flight of the fictional CMI Connect airline. This is from the beautiful Maltese beaches at Luqa International Airport. We will be heading to the west towards Pantelleria, an Italian island which is known to be quite hilly and also has some pretty interesting beaches and landscape. Our call sign today will be SkyRetro 027, whereas Lalu, he is flying as SkyRetro 030. Our block time today will be about an hour according to VATSIM rate, according to SimRiv, that is, and considering that this is an Asian aircraft, we will not be flying with modern technology such as GPS and some other fancy stuff. We are going to conduct row theta row navigation, or in, say, more general term, that is VOR navigation, VOR navigation routing, that is. Considering that GPS hasn't been invented when this aircraft soared to the skies in the 1950s. It's currently midday here in Malta. Hopefully, if time permits, because the block time is just about an hour. If time permits, we'll probably try to do a return leg from Pantelleria to Malta with this beautiful freeware aircraft, the Bgaurant Fokker F27-500 Friendship. This is, which again you folks can download for free from flightsim.to. And if you want to download and install this particular CMI Connect and Gulung Sky Connect liveries, the Abel Jets Retro liveries, you can also head over to our Google Drive link for our fleet pack, for our MSFS fleet pack, which is available at bit.ly/AbelJetsMSFS, or alternatively you can also check the link which is already provided in the description of this live stream. Alright, without further ado, let's head into the flight deck of the Fokker F27, shall we? A beautiful retro aircraft this is. There we go. As you can see, no fancy stuffs. We don't have any GPS, IRS, even we don't have any FMCs here, as you can see. And as probably I've mentioned, this aircraft doesn't have any inertial reference systems, which means that this aircraft doesn't know where it is positioned in the world. Let's increase our camera scrolling speed. There we go. But at least we've got some functionalities that allow the aircraft to fly in VATSIM, at least during that. This is a freeware aircraft. This is just excellent, almost excellent. And as usual, folks, if you want to join this evening's group flight and want to chat alongside us, we are opening a company frequency at 123.210 MHz, which we are going to set in COM2, that is. Try to transmit there. Company calling. Hopefully Lalu's in there. So yeah, a pretty rudimentary aircraft, but you know, she does get the job done back in the days. As usual, I haven't done anything else besides powering up the electricals of the aircraft. She doesn't have any IRS or GPS to be aligned, so yeah, we are practically done with the electrical power up procedures. That's the autopilot panel, as you can probably see. Okay. Before we start doing some silly stuff, let's file the flight plan into VATSIM. As I've mentioned, our call sign will be SkyRetro 027. We will be cruising at an altitude of 14,000 feet, pretty low this is. Just try to pre-file that into VATSIM and also load the aircraft into GSX. There we go. Alright, that's why we did not hear any voice from the simulator. Silly me. Alright, I'll pre-file the flight plan to Salam kekaraman, hear you 555 cap. Aduh, kok akhirnya diajak bawa Fokker nih.
Kita bawa kapal kayu melayang-layang.
Alamak. Thank you selalu, he's already within the company frequency. Okay, while the flight plan is VATSIM, our flight plan itself is gonna be quite simple this evening, ladies and gentlemen. We only have 3 waypoints, which are the Golf Zulu Oscar VOR, Gozo VOR, and the Pantelleria VOR, and that's it, basically. Okay, the flight plan has been filed into VATSIM. This is company calling. Are you going to fly with GPS or VOR to VOR?
Let's do it with VOR to VOR.
Roger, Cap. And the challenge has been accepted by Lalu, who's also going to fly VOR to VOR, that is. Fortunately, I've been trained for this particular scenario during my times in Wise Flight, because we do not have any sorts of flight management computers in that simulator. We only have VOR to VOR navigation, just like here. Okay, let's now set the weights and balance into the aircraft here. There is no SimBrief integration currently, but you know, it's not much of an issue. We can still fiddle with this. Fuel 3 tons for us. The payload's gonna be 4 tons. That's interesting. Basically at maximum takeoff weight this is. I'll just lower it to about this value, 19 tons. Oh.
So for today's flight, we just have 2 VOR.
AFM cap, that's the Golf Zulu Oscar VOR and the Papa November Lima VORs.
Roger that.
Basically just your waypoints. Okay. Weights and balance has been set.
Only flight level 140 and 266 knots. Very slow.
AFM cab. Alright. Let's also inform Erica that she can hopefully start the boarding process soon. Hi Erica, welcome on board this morning's flight from Malta to Pantelleria. I hope that you are doing well with your crewmates. As usual, if there is anything that goes out of the ordinary, please do let me know. And I think we are ready to start the boarding process. Thank you.
Thank you, Captain. I'm doing well. And the crew is ready for boarding.
There she goes.
Keep an eye out for anything unusual.
Hopefully GSX does work here.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard Abel Jets Retro Flight 027. Departing from Malta to Pantelleria, we are currently preparing for boarding and appreciate your patience as we get everything ready for your flight. Thank you.
Right.
There are no passenger stairs. You will not see passengers visually.
Okay.
Passengers bus is coming.
Ooh, a lot is floating there. What a beautiful day here in Malta, isn't it, folks? The skies are clear with high visibility. This is. Okay, let's do our pre-flight chores, shall we? Pre-flight chores. Just to use the default MSFS checklist, so... let's assume that all of these have been done by the ground crew. Kaya lalu boleh tolong informasi QNH di Malta?
Oh, just standby.
Alright. Do the pre-flight procedure now. The overhead panel on board the Fokker 27 is pretty interesting, as you can see. The layout is quite random. So, I suppose we'll just do the flows top down, and top down. As this, sorry, as if this was an airport.
Information meter. Wind 22013 knots. Variable from 180 to 260. And temperature to 4. Dew point 17. Kinet 1018. No significant change.
QNH 1016 and copy the wind. Thank you very much, Kaplalu.
1018.
Roger 1018. Thank you, Cap. 1018 is the current QNH here in Malta, so we'll put that in. 1018 on 1. 2. And on the standby as well. Where is the standby? Or don't we have one? I think we don't have one. Alright, so be it then. Okay. Alternators obviously off because we are still connected to the GPU. Take a listen, folks. The fasten belts bells. And there's no smoking. Ding dong. So it's like 2-stage bell shots, I suppose. Emergency lights tested, off, set, track, flight instruments. I will set them to bright just to add some more contrast. Looks good. Moving to the center overhead. We're currently on ground power. Lights are off. Engine start switches are off for now. navigation radios. The first VOR will be Golf Zulu Oscar at 115.7. Let's put that in. 1 and 2. Oh, strange. 115.7 for the DME as well. Radio master switches, where are they? Strangely enough, this doesn't work, although I think it should. The radio master switches are on. Com radios are set. This one somehow doesn't work, the secondary nav radio. Because the VR tunes. Checking ADF 1, 2 coming on. No, we still can't set that, strangely enough. Hopefully we can do that once we are on engine power. Radio masters is on. CVR test. It's not modeled, right? ADF's not required for now. Radio panel tuning lights, that is not required. And folks, this is a feature quite common with aircrafts back in the day. Red dome lights, folks. See? We don't have these anymore, do we? Alright, I'll turn that off because it's broad daylight currently. Water methanol injections, we don't need that for now. Pitot heats, I'll fire those up. 1 and 2. Oh no, that's for after engine start. Valve test. Port. Starboard fuel boosters are off. Shield de-icing set to low. Power amps checked. And the pressurization panel is here, folks. We will be cruising at an altitude of 14,000 feet, which is very low. 14,000 feet, that is set there. So the cabin is going to be at around 3,500 feet in terms of the pressurization. MSFS rack should be good. Ground blowers coming on. Cockpit heating not required. Galley heating not required. Pneumatic de-ice are off for now. Hopefully we'll not face any sorts of icing conditions during our flight, because the panel's done. Moving on to the central pedestal, autopilot servos and switches are engaged. Alright, we'll now do the fuel trim calculations for our current condition. For engine start, we are currently at 24 degrees centigrade with the altitude is 200 feet, is it? Yeah, 300 feet. So chart should put us at about 15%. Let's now consult the overhead fuel trim calculator. This is for the Rolls-Royce Dart engine. So pressure altitude is this is in thousands, so just put the numbers close between 0 and 2. Sorry, 0 and 2. Yeah, 0 and 2. 24 degrees, yeah, should be somewhere around there. So the fuel data position should be around 8.5. Let's put that here. Decrease those actually to 8.5. There we go, 8.5. That is set. Autopilot and flight directors are off. Heading, we are taking runway 22 for departure. Do we have any procedures that we can use? Oh, we can use one actually, the Golf Zulu Oscar 3 departure. Hold on a minute. Company calling. Kamu pakai runway berapa ya? Oh, not Fox. Lal is currently having some issues. Let me just try to help him for a bit. Okay, we good. It's saying runway 23 is gonna be used for us, so I suppose we'll need to taxi quite far away. Yep, lalu. But the winds are favoring this runway, so yeah, I think we'll just take 23 for now. So we'll taxi out to Tango to Juliet, then we'll take runway 23. We could use a SID actually, the Gozo 3 Charlie departure, this will be. As you can see. Yeah, it's a standard procedure that we could use.
I'm sorry.
Aman Cap, runway berapa ya yang dipakai ya buat departure 23 kah?
Standby, let me check in flight radar.
Interesting, none of them are on F, so... Berapa Cap?
31.
31. Riwon anginnya agak sedih sih, 14 knot. Crosswind 3 knot tailwind, wih.
Wih, flight radar 31 sih.
Cuma kita pakai kapal kayu gini kehempas nggak itu ntar? Aku mungkin tetap ambil 23 sih Cap. Nanti pakai prosedurnya Golf Zulu Oscar 3 Charlie yang dia cuma VOR juga.
13 aja.
Iya Cap, aku pakai 23 Cap.
Roger.
Okay. So for the Gozo 3 Charlie departure, radial 155, this will be for us, or 335 on the no, sorry, it's this one, 315 on the radial. What is it? Yeah, we'll turn right 315, track accept Gozo radial 176, inbound to Gozo, so we'll put the number 1 on 356, got the course line. Oh, actually, use the Luqa localizer first at 110.5. Hopefully, you can tune in to that. Or let's just switch it this way, 1105. And that one we'll put for the Gozo VOR. For now it's for the Luqa VOR on a radial of from 5 DME from the Luqa, turn a 315 track. 315. So we'll put the heading select to 315. Let's just remove the control column because it's blocking our way. 315. You should be somewhere around there. Course line's gonna be in 356. This is. Yeah, let's just put this to 356 as well. Boost fire failure. Okay, that's why. So we don't have any sorts of engine power for now. Alright, runway 23, that is done for us. Go to the pedestals, it's been checked also. V speeds, check that as well. V speeds for us, performance calculator is somewhere in here. There we go. V1108, V2114, 108 and 114 will be our speeds here. 108. 108 and 114. There we go. Okay, should be good. Yeah, somewhere around there. Alright, should be good. Path monitoring side also checked and set. We'll do the pre-flight checklist now. So fuel quality is being checked. We are loaded with 3.3 tons of fuel. 8 tests have been obtained. Course and heading set. Course radio select has been set as well. Pre-flight checklist is complete. I'll do the departure briefing now, I suppose. Alright, so we'll be pushing back from stand 01. This is currently at Malta. I think it's 01 this is. Oh, sorry, 02. I'll just taxi out because we don't use pushback here in Malta by the looks of it. We are going to take runway 23 for departure, so taxi through Tango.
Ini kapal punya bug ya di baterainya ya?
Kenapa, Cap? Tango.
Kapalnya punya bug di baterainya ya. Kalau udah on nggak bisa di off lagi.
Coba kamu di accessibility setting yang opsi lock dijadiin legacy deh. You'll let we'll check runway 23 for departure.
Siap.
We'll be taking runway 23 for departure. As you can see, we've got some caution. Accessibility, terus nanti ada yang tulisannya lock harusnya. Kalau itu tulisannya lock, nanti dijadiin legacy, bang. Take runway 23 for departure.
Okay, accessibility setting ya.
AFM. Got some cautions here. Step apron interface beyond shoulder. No, that's not. For us, we've got some.
Okay.
We've got some hotspots here at hotspot 11. Hotspot 10 is not for us. You'll just consider hotspot 10. Oh, sorry, 10 and 9. This will be for us. Will be taken into our consideration. We are expecting the Gozo 3 Charlie departure out of runway 23. Initial climb will be to 2,500 feet, and at 2,500 feet, which is 5 DME. from the Luqa VAO, I will turn right to track 315, then intercept Gozo radial 176 or 356 degrees inbound towards Gozo. It's a non-RNF departure which we can use for this evening. The transition altitude is 5,000 feet, as you can see. The MSA around the airport reference point is 2,000 feet, as you can see there also. Primary threats for this afternoon's departure will be pilot complacency, pilot unfamiliarity with the aircraft as well, and perhaps pilot fatigue, because I've just went back from somewhere else. It's a bit tired, but you know, can still do things. In case that we experience engine failure, loss of control or wind shear before V1, we will reject the takeoff, fly runway heading, fly towards the MSA at 2,000 feet, the whole 25 nautical miles from the aerodrome. We'll do left-hand turns, 1 minute legs, and then we'll plan to return back to the airport using the same runway that we departed out from. Besides any of those, do you have any questions, comments, or concerns, Cynthia? No? That should complete the the departure briefing then. Let's take a screenshot with Lalu once again before we start off. Almost an hour into the stream and we haven't even moved, folks. Alright. Before engine start checks, please. Parking brake is set. V1's gonna be at around 18 knots. VR is around 110. Around 100 knots. V2 is gonna be at 140 knots. Anti-collision lights coming on. Should be somewhere up here. There we go. Anti-collision lights on. We'll disconnect the GPU now. As you can see, we are now in battery power. This aircraft does not have any APU, folks. Let's close the doors and get ready for departure. Disconnecting the GPU. Oops. Go. Closing the doors. And these stairs as well. Alright, they are closing, which is good. Just put that back in the booklets to be more precise, I think. Transmit on VHF 1. Malta traffic, SkyRetro 027, starting up engines on standard 02, expecting runway 23 for departure. Malta traffic. Here's our startup announcement. Source on battery for now. Fuel pumps coming on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Doors are closed. Lights out. Radio altimeters on 1 and 2. Power levers idle. HP levers on, shuts off. HPC shut off. Fuel trim. Start position is on. Around 8.5 degrees. Departure ATC clearance. Propeller area clear. Starting up engines. Okay. Clear prop. Let's do that. Should be up here. Starting engine number 2. be around 100%. Fuel on open. Listen to that Rolls-Royce start sound, folks. Cabin crew, arm doors and slides, please. Thank you. Number 2, stabilize starting engine number 1.
Okay, Captain, arming doors and shutting slides now.
Rotation. About 300 RPM. Fuel on open. Engine number 1 stabilize, give or take, go to HPC, lockout, go, missile lockout will transfer the buses now, generate, those are for the alternators, generators, 1, 2, coming on, further 1, 2, on. Okay, we can now use nav 2. Alternators 1 and 2 coming on. Should be good. Batteries charging.
The traffic.
Valve test. Fuel tank isolating. Valve not required. Veto heats coming on. After start. Start burning off. Engine. Start switch. Back to safe. Starboard. Source aircraft port green lights off. Generator. Control switch. It's on. Electrical power check. Alternators online. Fasten belt. Seatbelt sign on. Wing lights on. Prop warning. 5 prop warnings looking good. Decision height so 200. We'll now do the safety briefing, I suppose. Hi Erica, can you please do the safety demonstration? Thank you. Oil pressure.
Okay, Captain.
On the green.
I will proceed with the safety demonstration.
Temperature check, HP levels. Lockout, fuel trim, takeoff position. Yeah, same temperature, so we'll leave those at about 8.5 points. Warning soft, taxi ATC clearance will be received later on. After start, the engine is complete before taxi checks. Taxi lights will be on momentarily, brakes will be tested. TGTs are checked on the green band. IS index V1 and V2, as you can see, 18 knots and 114 knots, flight directors as desired. We'll arm the FD now. Set heading mode. FD is coming on, as you can see. Airspeed. About 1,000 feet per minute there later on. This aircraft does not have altitude pre-select, folks. Just to let you know. The next 115.7 LB. There we go, we should be good. DME. Yeah, this is on DME 1, should be good. Okay. Let's announce our taxi intentions, shall we? Malta traffic, SkyRetro 027 now taxiing to runway 23 via Tango Juliet, holding short of runway 23 on Juliet, Malta traffic. Get moving.
Happy flying, Cap.
Thank you, Cap. Get moving. Taxi lights.
Malta traffic, Ascot 4140, currently got 10 miles 23. Malta traffic.
Alright, let's just play the official Abel Jets Virtual Group safety briefing video now, because I don't think Say Intentions does get the memo. Pull up the IFA, hear that.
Hello everyone,
Brake test,
Falcon
looking
from
good.
Abel Jets Group. Welcome on board one of our aircraft that is part of our 3,000 airplane strong fleet. We're glad to be your airline for your flight today. Before we take off, please watch the safety briefing video that will be provided by our cabin crew. Enjoy.
So Victor, then Tango will go.
In 2013, when we made this airline, we concluded that safety was our highest priority. All aircraft already equipped with safety devices such as seatbelt, oxygen mask, and life vest. In accordance with the International Civil Aviation Organization, seatbelts shall be used when in flight. So whenever the seatbelt sign is lit,
Hope you're enjoying the stream so
please
far, ladies and
fasten
gentlemen.
your seatbelt by inserting the clasp into the
Just
buckle.
crash into
And tighten
that
by pulling the strap.
catering
You can
truck.
undo your seatbelt by pressing the button.
Go to Tango, which is that way. Yeah, I think the scenery hasn't modeled it yet, but
Malta traffic, Ascot 4140, short final 23. Malta traffic.
Welcome.
basically we can
Our
take this
maintenance
taxiway
facility.
according
MF
to
is the world's leading in maintaining aircraft. We have this big
Aircraft
hangar
shots.
which able to accommodate up to 8 jumbos at 380 at a given time. This is the proof that we never jeopardize safety. Also, we change the life jacket whenever an aircraft is entering our facility.
this is because the in real life this area has been redeveloped into an apron.
In the event of emergency
So just
landing,
scoot along with
please
the cars
take
for
a
now.
moment to locate your
We
life
are
jackets. It will be below
doing
your
it
seat,
per
under
the
seat in
instructions
front of
from
you,
Navigraph. This
or under
is
the bed for first class passenger. To use the life jacket, simply take your
that's
life
the other
jacket,
terminal, I suppose.
put it over your head, pass the strap around your waist, clip at the front and tighten it. There's a red tag and mouthpiece for inflation, and whistle to
That
attract
particular
attention.
call sign I
Please
got, I think
inflate your
that
life
is
jacket
Royal Air
after
Force
leaving the
aircraft.
aircraft.
Maybe an A400M. Tango down.
Whenever the aircraft loses the oxygen pressure, a mask will drop from above. Put it on your nose and tighten the strap. Oxygen will flow when you brake. Secure your mask first before assisting others.
Standing by for the before lineup checks.
In 2020, you're the world leaders in aviation by number of aircraft by over 3,000 airframe divided into more than 10 child companies, including the Abel Pixel, Abel S AR,
There
Abel
goes the
Cosmos,
Ascot aircraft. That's an
Intercontinental,
A400M. mess up.
and many more. Also in 2020,
predicted
we were
earlier.
first to introduce the aviation of
This way now to Juliet.
Above premium
Joining
economy,
Juliet.
above business, above first class, and above suite.
Before we depart, please make sure all baggage is secured on the overhead cabin or under the seat in front of you. Since we've made safety as our priority, smoking isn't allowed on any part of the aircraft. Please deboard the aircraft if you need to smoke. Your aircraft is equipped with a life raft in case of emergency water landing. Please take a moment to identify your nearest emergency exit. The cabin crew is pointing.
Here we are already. Boarding short on Juliet, I should
Multi
say.
traffic, runway 23 vacated, multi traffic.
Alright.
We are now nearing our
Here
departure
and do
time.
the more takeoff
Please switch your mobile
checks.
devices into
More lineup
airplane
checks,
mode now.
more precise, I
If you
think.
have any questions, feel free to ask
Okay,
our cabin crew.
water
They will be more
slash
than glad to
tunnel
help you out.
pumps.
Thank you for
Coming
choosing
on,
us,
1
and
and
thank
2.
you for keeping our dreams
Fuel
alive.
pumps
Have a
on,
very
fuel
pleasant
filter
flight.
heats off, pitot heats currently on, shield de-icing on low, engine de-icing required, elevator trim, will set for takeoff. Just somewhere around there. Motor trim 3 and 0. All lineup checklist is complete. Which is fine runway heading initially, I suppose. The runway heading is 232. 232. Yeah, somewhere around there. Malta traffic SkyRetro 027 now lining up on runway 235 at Juliet, Malta. Let's go Christmas tree. And I think the safety briefing video is also done. Let's remove the IFE and the video itself.
The traffic, SkyRetro 030 taxi to runway 23.
Let's get moving. Cabin crew, seats for departure, please.
Okay, Captain, cabin crew, take seats for departure.
Take a C400M. Oh, it's gone already. Oh, there it is. Now middle there. Funnily enough, I thought it should have been Royal Air Force One. Okay, looking good. Engine ignitions. Good. Alright, let's get moving. Malta traffic, SkyRetro 027 departing from runway 235 at Gozo 3 Charlie, departure Malta. Please. Rolling. Set takeoff thrust. Lights out on the propellers. Thrust set, indications are normal. 60 knots. Oops, a bit finicky. On yaw, 80. $90, 100 V1. Rotate. Airborne. Yeah, the yaw axis is indeed really finicky there. Positive rate of climb, gears coming up. climbing to 2,500 feet or more. Vertical speed somewhere around there. Laps up, please. Malta traffic, SkyRetro 027 airborne, passing 1,500 feet, climbing to level 140, close to 3 Charlie, departure Malta. Slightly reduced power for the climb. The DME counter should be on 1105 instead. There we go. At 5 miles we'll initiate the turn to hitting 315. Okay. Hitting 315. Somewhere around there. And off we go to Pantelleria, ladies and gentlemen. Autopilot on. 315. Go. VS. About 1,000 feet per minute will do. Climb, check landing gear stop, landing gear lights off, flaps 0, climb thrust 14,200 RPM. Prop sync coming on. HP levers set to open. Both sides. Cages checked. Wing lights can come off. Landing taxi lights are on for now. We'll set the methanol injection to off. Set the reduce the climb thrust. 800 feet per minute will do. Altimeter setting not required. Radio altimeters. You'll just leave that on. Climb checklist is complete. Strangely enough, the DME counter says 8 miles, also we are definitely a bit further than that. So yeah, a bit further than that. And off we go, folks, on board the tiny, not tiny, but you know, ancient Fokker F27.
Traffic, SkyRetro 030 departure of runway 23 miles.
Safe flight gap. putting my drink back to the sink. So that spilled on me a little bit, but yeah, I'm alright.
Only submarine aircraft.
Kenapa, Cap?
Lambat banget.
Ya, zero perkara sulit. Right, from the Kozo VR.
Tadi airspeed sensorku loncat-loncat.
Bisa gitu ya. Proceed on a course of 290 degrees. Put that in. 290. One, two. One 157, I think this should be. No. Go. Should be flying over Gozo now, 9,300 feet.
Vaksin Belanda lucu sih.
Kenapa, Cap? Let's try out.
Hanya 158 knot.
Alamak. Lock closer. Currently flying over the VR station now. 10,000 feet. Remember, this aircraft does not have any sorts of altitude pre-select.
Dear guests, we are pleased to inform you that the use of electronic devices is now allowed. The lavatories are available, and cabin service will begin shortly. Thank you for your attention.
It is a really slow aircraft, isn't it? Take a look at that flyby folks. That's just puny slow, isn't it? I suppose even a caravan flies fast. I don't know. Almost an hour into the stream now. Back to VR. feet per minute. Again, our cruising altitude is quite low this afternoon. It's just at flight level 140. Take a look at those red cabin lights, folks. This is something that you don't find in modern aircraft nowadays, do you? Maintaining that 150 knots climb speed, folks. Barely on the white band of the airspeed limits. 2 to go. Currently flying over the Strait of Sicily we are. That goes the CMI Connect logo, because the flag carrier of the Central Mediterranean Islands, the fictional flag carrier of the Central Mediterranean Islands back in the day, in the 1940s up to the 1980s, that was. Before it was then superseded by Air CMI. Once ago. Maintaining around 14,200 RPM. Our ground speed is just 162 knots, folks. That is indeed very slow. I mean, I think ATRs do fly faster than this. Reaching 14,000. It was at altitude capture there. $100 to go. This will do. Cruise checks, cruise mode is set, alternators. Check both are on, electrical powers are...
Ladies and gentlemen, we have now reached cruising altitude. My colleagues and I will begin the snack and drink service shortly. We have some delightful options available,
on low,
including our delicious cheese rolls and refreshing beverages.
Pressurization on the cabin.
We will also have articles from the Abel
Jets Retro
shop
NCIs
available for purchase. Thank you for your attention.
Tested. That should be good. Cruise check is complete. Cruise along now, cruising our speed, hopefully to somewhere around 200 knots. Knots of ground speed now, according to VATSIM radar. Still very slow. This is. Goodness me. Alright folks, since we've reached our cruising altitude for the day, let us do the passenger announcement in cruise. So ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board Abel Jets Retro Flight 027 from Malta to Pantelleria. I hope that you are enjoying the stream so far. If you have just came here, folks, please don't forget to hit the like button. It will help us to grow this YouTube channel as well as the community that is supporting it. You can also share your thoughts down beneath in the live chat as well as in the comment section as well once this live stream has ended later on. You can also share this live stream with your friends and colleagues in case that you want to do so. And if you haven't done so, folks, please also kindly subscribe to the Abel Jets Virtual Group YouTube channel for free. And don't forget to ring the bell just right next to the subscribe button, so you will not miss any future contents that we will make in this YouTube channel. On the other hand, if you want to support us financially, you can also head over to our social pass page at www.socialpass.com/abeljetsgroup, or alternatively you can also scan the QR code that is provided on the left hand side of the live stream. And any source of financial donation is greatly appreciated. Some perks of being a financial sponsor to the Abel Jets Retro Group YouTube channel as well as the official airline itself includes your names being listed on the running text beneath and some other perks that you can check for yourselves through our social pass page, again at www.socialpass.com/abeljetsgroup, or through the QR code that is provided on the left hand side of the live stream. And I think that goes for the PA for the cruising phase of this afternoon's flight. I hope that you are enjoying it so far. Okay, ground speed check according to VATSIM radar. We are now 250 knots. Wih, Cap, ini pesawatnya ngebut banget, 215 knots doang.
Iya, ngebut banget kayak supersonic.
Ngeri. $250 knots, folks, that's our maximum speed that we can go. 270 now, in fact. 270 knots, that's as fast as we can go. Set the DME counter to the Pantelleria VOR now at 116.1. Hopefully you should receive something. There we go, 82 miles. There is a localized approach for the runway here, as you can see. But there is no glide slope by the looks of it. Yeah, it's just glide path. It's going to be quite a steep one. 3.49 degrees this is.
Itu aspek indikator seakan nggak berguna tuh. Di sana kan tercantum sampai 500 knot kan. Nggak tahu kapan bisa sampai 500 knot.
Iya ya, kenapa ada tulisan sampai 500 knot ya? Iya ya, kenapa airspeed indikatornya sampai 500 knot ya? Padahal 200 saja udah batuk-batuk ini.
Batu-batu. Dulu kapal ini populer di zaman Bandara Selaparang.
Dulu Merpati ya, Cap?
Iya, seharusnya ya, nggak tahu ya. Seharusnya cuma dia yang rutin terbang ke Lombok. Rutinnya entah ke Bali atau ke Makassar, nggak tahu ya.
Currently soaring above the Mediterranean Sea now, ladies and gentlemen. Between the central Mediterranean islands, which is a fictional island chain that was made in Wise Flight Simulator for the home base of Abel Jets Virtual Group. That is consisting of 3 fictional islands primarily, namely Turbo, Windsworth and Ocaso, and some neighbouring real-life islands that are put into the scenery as well, namely Malta and Pantelleria. Tolong bang, pelan banget bang pesawatnya bang.
Lain kali kita coba rute Jakarta Lombok.
Pakai ini, gila.
Berapa kali lipat ya? Apakah 2 kali lipat?
Entahlah bang, gila ini mah. BTW bang, di utara kita ada Beechcraft Starship tuh, yang callsign-nya Victor Charlie Papa 9 Charlie Romeo.
Utara dekat atau utara dekat? Utara dekat atau utara jauh?
Ke arah Sicily bang, Pulau Sicilia itu, dekat kita kok. By the way folks, there is a Beechcraft Starship flying quite close in proximity towards us. Not close in proximity, but about 100 miles or so from our present position. That is currently on the Sicily. Fokker 9 Charlie Romeo, which is flight deck to Sims Visual Airline, if I remember correctly.
Tadi apa konsennya?
Victor Charlie Papa 9 Charlie Romeo, Pak.
Oh, I see.
We're halfway down through our journey this evening according to Fly Live Studios, that is. We're 1.5 hours into the stream already. Alright, about 58 knots from top of descent. Let's do our rifle briefing, shall we? So, Cynthia, you have controls. Alright, so there are no non-RNF stars available for us this evening, so we'll just directly go towards the localizer for the rifle. You're expecting the localizer Zulu runway 25.
Pesawat terbang hilang di apa namanya segitiga Bermuda dulu gara-gara kapal karam kayak gini sih.
Iyalah, zaman dulu kan belum ada RNF kan. We're taking the localizer Zulu runway 25.
Karena apa ya? WB yang agak sedikit gede langsung karam jadi kapal selam.
Kapal selam Banyuwangi loh ya. The localizer frequency is going to be at 110.9 MHz with a final approach course of 253 degrees. Platform altitude is going to be at 3,000 feet. And the minimum precision altitude is going to be at 1,300 feet. Considering that we are flying a propeller aircraft which has almost instantaneous thrust response, we will not need to add the 40 feet above altitude that we usually use when flying jet-powered aircraft. The MSA around the Pantelleria VOR is 3,900 feet all the way around. In case of misapproach, climb to 3,500 feet. Proceed on track 253 to intercept and follow the radial 256 Pantelleria on bound to... Well, in Indonesian, folks, this is a swear word. It's basically a swear word. Holding to be reached at 3,500 feet. Because we are arriving from the southeast, folks, we will just immediately intercept the localizer here between 10 DME.
Ini ya, like panel lightnya itu disorot pakai lampu sorot, bukan dari switch langsung.
Betul, lampu merah-merah itu kan?
Iya.
Nah itu yang apa ya, udah gak ada di pesawat modern. Wih, lampu dimmer warna merah gitu. Kalau ada keren banget anjir.
Kayak lampu mencekam guys, kayak lampu masuk neraka.
Lampu masuk neraka. Cobain pas malam-malam bang, keren sumpah. Intercept localized at around 10 DME.
Terus kira kita kubur lah.
From the Pantelleria VOR with a final course of 253 degrees. The transition level is set by ATC, but let's just assume that will be 5,000 feet for us. DME is required at around 12 DME from the Pantelleria VOR. This is our platform. So that's our initial approach altitude at 3,000 feet, and then we'll proceed to descend on a 3.49 degree glide path at 6.4 DME from the Pantelleria localizer all the way up to the minimums at around 1.5 DME. It'll be a quite steep approach, folks. 3.49 degrees on the glide path. It's a localizer only approach. We do not have any vertical guidance. Our approach speed is gonna be at about 100 knots, so around 618 feet per minute. That will be for us our descent rate. The minimums will be 1,300 feet for us. And for a category Bravo aircraft, the minimum visibility required is 2,250 meters. Once we touch down, we will plan to vacate the runway just straight to for aircraft allowed. The shots, there we go. It's a 1,735 meter long runway. We'll backtrack the runway, then vacate via Alpha into the stands. Primary threats for this afternoon's rifle will be hilly terrain surrounding the aerodrome there. That's the island, as you can see. As well as pilot complacency, pilot familiarity with the region, and pilot fatigue. Oh, we do have some sun visors, by the way. Didn't know that. Alright, besides any of those, do you have any questions, comments, or concerns, Cynthia? No? Right, rifle briefing is now complete. Then. And I have control. Okay, before descent checklist, IAS speeds. Our speed's gonna be via 1110. Currently 40 miles, flight level. No, this is flight level, isn't it? So flight level 14. Regional calculate, reduce flight level, yeah, as expected. VRF's gonna be 1110 knots. You're quite high. 1110 knots. VRF plus 15 is about here. 125. There we go. Okay, 36 miles, we'll start the descent, shall we?
Ini kita udah take off berapa menit ya?
Cover the traffic, Abel, correction, SkyRetro 027 initiating descent. Set the button belts off for now, decision heights. $700 feet that'll be. Pressurization. Set of checks. Descent checklist, fuel trims. I'll just leave that at around 8.5 prop sync. Coming off. Recorded, throttles checked. Pressurization is checked. The checklist is complete. Company traffic, can we request the local QRH at Pantelleria?
Can I go?
Check out the radios, we'll put that on the localizer momentarily. Or actually, set the heading book for now. Set the localizer frequency there, 110. 9er 09
Metal information at Pantelleria updated 13200 time, wind 200 degrees 06 knots, variable from 150 to 50. Visibility more than 10 kilometers. Temperature to 5, 0.12, kinetic 1016.
Copy QRH 1016 and the weather report. Thank you very much, Kaplalu. 10,000. Cabin crew 10 minutes to landing.
Thank you, Captain. We will ensure a smooth landing and a pleasant experience for our passengers.
Platform altitude's at 3,000 feet, isn't it? Yeah, 3,000 feet. We'll go on heading select for now. Get the aircraft. Go back to VHF 1. Pantelleria traffic, SkyRetro 027. Now on the base left turn to intercept the localizer for the localizer approach into runway 25 Pantelleria. DME count with that 1109. Go 21 miles on the DME. Back to the radios. Final approach course is 253 if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 253 degrees. Ignition coming on. Prop levers all the way forward. That's the island there. Localizer frequency is going to be at 110. Pause the music for arrival.
We're expecting for runway 25.
AFib cap runway 25.
Berarti ntar cruising ya?
Kenapa cap?
Berarti nanti crosswind ya?
Iya, sepertinya.
Roger.
Heading back now. $17 DME. Cut the horn. That's the island of Pantelleria, and that's a runway, as you can see. $3,000 altitude hold. Coming on. Set to for lock approach. $253 is final approach course. Oh, we are slow. So some power. Stage of flaps. Pantelleria traffic, SkyRetro 027 established on the localizer for the localizer approaching to Zulu approaching to runway 25. We are about 30 DME Pantelleria. The runway is bang on there. DME, we will descend to the platform altitude, to the final approach altitude 6.4, around 740 feet per minute. That'll be approach checklist, no smoking. Sign sets, wing lights. Coming on.
Ganti ilmu nggak di bentuk X ya?
Unicom kenapa Cap?
Unicommu nggak di 122X ya? Aku nggak dengar transmisi.
Oh iya bener, thank you Cap. Quite strange. Come on! Sufficient light standard indication that pressurization impact fuel trim set. Approach checklist complete, standing by for the landing checks. Pantelleria traffic, SkyRetro 027 established on the localizer for the localizer approaching to runway 25 Pantelleria, and we are currently at about 10 DME. Second stage of flaps. Cabin crew, seats for landing, please.
Okay, Captain. I will ensure a smooth landing and a pleasant experience for our passengers.
8 DME. Take us to runway on short final now. 6.4, we will initiate the descent. There we go. About 700 feet per minute. Silence the horn. Landing checks. IS-VRF set check. Altimeter setting. HP levers lock out. Prop warning is 132. The fuel filter heats off. Methanol injection coming on. Landing gear standby. Gears coming down now. VRF plus 15, flaps 28, flaps full. Disconnecting autopilot dive control. Manual flight. Continuing the landing checklist, landing gears down 3, green taxi and landing lights on. Flaps 14, green light fuel trim set. Landing checklist is complete. Pantelleria traffic, SkyRetro 027 short final, runway 25 Pantelleria. some windshield panel. Take a look at that runway elevation, folks. It's a tabletop runway with a very steep decline towards the runway end. Runway 25, that is. Too high. Backup profile. Over the threshold. Push down. $40 knots, 30 knots. Down we go. Down we go, folks. Minus 152 feet per minute. Yeah, not bad at all. Pantelleria traffic, SkyRetro 027 now backtracking runway 25, Pantelleria. That was quite an interesting approach, wasn't it?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Pantelleria.
After letting
enjoyed your
flight
flight
prop
with
one
Abel
strip,
Jets Retro.
flap
Did you
0,
know that
target
Pantelleria
check,
is known
flight
for
check
its stunning
complete.
landscapes and rich history? It's famous for its capers and the beautiful Demusi, traditional stone houses that the island. Thank you for flying with us today. Please remain seated until we reach the final parking position. On behalf of Captain Faza Abel, First Officer Cynthia Schmidt, and the entire crew, we wish you a pleasant stay in Pantelleria. The local time here is 3:50 p.m. If you have a connecting flight, please listen carefully. Flight AB-123 to Rome departs at 4:30 p.m. from Gate 5. Thank you.
Mr. Chaos, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Pantelleria Airport. One of the several islands in the fictional central Mediterranean island chain. What director's coming off? Vacate via Alpha, we will. So. And this is actually the other runway, folks. Oops. Pantelleria traffic runway 25 has been vacated and reporting strong wind shear on final. Be careful, Cap Lalu. Safe landing.
Yep.
Okay, let's see. Which parking stand for us? We'll just take this one, number 2, sorry, number 4, which is quite close to the runway. Runway clear, lighting lights off. Mid panel injection coming off. Veto heat. Oops. Coming off. Video heat off as well. radio altimeter off, flight directors off, runway clear checks complete. We'll take stand number 4. Taxi lights coming off.
Pantelleria traffic.
Take it slowly.
SkyRetro 030, status localizer, runway 25, Pantelleria.
Why is he there? She. Why is she there? Strange. Go. Brake set. Fuel levers to open. Prop levers actually. I'll wait for the engines to spool down a bit. And we'll plane spot Lalu's rifle, shall we? Should be coming from that way. What a beautiful aircraft, isn't she? The Fokker F27 by Bgaurant. And again, it's just a freeware aircraft, so I highly recommend you folks, if you are interested in flying some retro aircraft, this is just perfect, shall I say. Well, not perfect, but you know, it's very good. Lalu's on a long final currently to runway 27, let's do 5. You know what, we'll just fire down the engines now and connect to the GPU. Parking tracks, 6 lights off, beacon lights off, parking brakes off. HP lever set to shut off, 1 and 2. Anti-collision lights coming off. Light coming off. Belts off. Parking checks completed. We'll set the GPU now. And open the doors. Disconnect the power supplies. Inverters coming off, +6 failure. Alternators can come off as well. Go. Funnily enough, the props are still spinning. Hopefully you should be somewhere around there. He's on a short final now. No, still a long final. He's flying a Fokker F27 as well, so you know, the approach speed is it's not that high. about 2 hours into the stream now. I don't think we'll do a second leg, considering that tomorrow's Monday and I've still got some errands to do this evening. Posisi di mana, Cap? Lama amat.
Bentar, aku ngebutin, kayak terlalu slow approach-nya.
Aman aja, Cap. Yang penting safe approach. Should be somewhere around there, folks. Well, unfortunately, I can't see him yet. At least on my screen. Alright, he's on a short funnel now. Hopefully he should be somewhere around there. Can't see anything yet. Because our bus arriving. Fortunately we will not be able to see any of the passengers. Boarding's complete, funnily enough.
Control New York traffic, have SkyRetro 030, shop on runway 25.
So the short funnel. And take a look at those 3 palm trees on the roundabout. Those palm trees are exactly replicated in Voice Flight Simulator. That is very interesting indeed. Alright. Should be visible hopefully anytime now. Still looking for signs for another F-27. You know what, folks? A fun fact actually regarding Anthony Fokker, which was the founder of the company. He was actually born in Indonesia, ladies and gentlemen, or the Dutch East Indies to be more precise. He was born in Blitar, which is a city in East Java, about 7 hours to 8 hours by train from my current city of residence, that is. There he goes. But then, to my memory, Anthony Fokker, he moved back to the Netherlands when he was like 2 years old or 3 years old, so yeah, he did not spend that much time in the Dutch East Indies. Oh no, Indonesia, that is. But yeah, he was born there. That's quite a steep approach, isn't it? Unfortunately, the model mentioning is just basically a duplicate or replica of our current aircraft that we are flying, so yeah, you can see the GSAs, the ground power, sorry, the ground power cards being connected to the aircraft over the threshold, and oh my god, anjir mantul. Is he going around? Oh, he's going to... Yeah, down he goes. Goodness me. Mantap, welcome to Pantelleria Cap. Runway-nya masih panjang kok sampai ujung sana. Down he goes. Right, he'll backtrack the runway and hopefully vacate. That approach was indeed interesting, wasn't it, folks? Alright, backtracking the runway now.
Passenger traffic has SkyRetro, backtracking the runway.
There he goes. That's quite a fast taxi, isn't it? Vacating off the runway. There he goes. Mantap, welcome to Pantelleria Cap lalu. Take yourself tail.
Akhirnya jadi juga Livestream pakai Fokker F27.
Wah, ya lo ya. BTW Cap, tadi dirimu mantul di itu kah? Di tebing sebelum runway kah?
Gak mantul, tapi tadi agak bawah aku naik sedikit, langsung agak naik.
Oh alah. There he goes, folks.
Sama tadi pas approach aku merasa kayak ketiup angin ke kiri ke kanan.
Iya, emang windshear-nya kenceng Cap on final tadi. There he goes, taking park stand number 3 by the looks of it. Kayaknya dirimu bablas deh Cap Rehan. Scenery-nya bawaan ya?
Scenery bawaan.
Oh, oke. Di tempat aku kamu soalnya nabrak jet blast deflector. There he goes. This is quite a interesting angle, isn't it? Where is he going? Actually. Awas big tip kanan.
Parkir kiri bagus nggak?
Kiri aku maksudnya.
Ya kirimu tapi berbalik. Awas udah jelas sih.
Stand number 5 dia muter juga sih Cap, tapi ada padnya gitu, tapi nanti agak jauhan soalnya dia kalau di tempat aku dia bentuknya parking pad gitu, bukan parking stand.
Oke, wait.
Kalau enggak situ aja nggak apa-apa dah biar deket. Alright folks, so I think we will not conduct any other legs this evening. I think we could slowly
izin tabrak tip bentar ya.
Siap. Ntar replacement partnya tolong kirim ke kantor ya. We can slowly close off this evening's live stream, folks. Unfortunately, we did not have any ATC service this evening, but that is alright. I mean, it's gonna be a bit safer for us considering that we are flying ancient flying things, so I don't know, if we were to interact with ATC, that might have been a bit more, you know, interesting, isn't it? So, nonetheless, a very good flight this evening with Lalu. Thank you so much, mate, for joining this evening. Quite literally the most consistent man I've ever met in real life. He's almost always there whenever we are doing live streams. So yeah, big thank you to Lalu for joining this evening's flight as SkyRetro 030, flying another CMI Air Connect Fokker F27, that is. Okay folks, in case that you are leaving us now, please don't forget to hit the like button, share your thoughts down beneath in the live chat as well as in the community, that is, sorry, in the live chat and in the comment section once this live stream has ended later on. You can also share this live stream with your friends and colleagues in case that you want to do so. On the other hand, in case that you haven't done so folks, please also kindly subscribe to the Abel Jets Virtual Group YouTube channel for free. And don't forget to ring the bell just right next to the subscribe button so you will not miss any future contents that we will make in this YouTube channel. If you want to support us financially, you can also head over to our Sushi Pass page at www.sushipass.com/ablejetsgroup, or alternatively you can also scan the QR code that is provided on the left hand side of live stream, and any sorts of financial donations will be greatly appreciated. Some perks of being a financial sponsor to the Abel Jets Virtual Group YouTube channel and the official airline itself includes your names being listed on the running text beneath, and some other perks that you can check for yourselves through our Sushi Pass page, again at www.sushipass.com/ablejetsgroup, or alternatively through the QR code that is provided on the left hand side of the live stream. And before we terminate this evening's live stream, let's also dismiss Erica and her crewmates, those high tensions, that is. Hi Erica, just want to let you know that you've done an amazing job with your crewmates this afternoon. Thank you very much for your hard work, and I'm looking forward for our next adventures in the white blue skies together. Until that time comes, stay safe and take care.
Thank you, Captain. I appreciate your kind words. It's a pleasure working with the crew, and I'm looking forward to our next adventures as well. We'll stay safe and take care.
There she goes. Alright folks, I think that concludes this evening's live stream. Thank you very much for watching from the beginning to the end, everyone. Stay safe wherever you are watching this live stream from, and also stay tuned in the Abel Jets Virtual Group channel for our next adventures, the White Blue Skies together. Hopefully later on this week, next week on Friday evenings as usual. 1200 Zulu will do the usual Friday evening group one with Aldo Vampir and the other fellow VATSIM live streamers, Adi Ona and Armatata usually. Yeah folks, with that, thank you so much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Stay safe and take care. This is Freezing Falcon from Abel Jets Virtual Group signing out. Thank you very much for keeping our dreams aloft, and we shall see you guys in the skies. Until next time, bye bye.
It all started with a dream to connect the world, bring people closer together, as well as to diversify and unite the virtual skies. The day dawned crisp and clear at Honolulu International Airport. A maiden flight was going to take action.
Honolulu delivery, Abel 100 at seating 01, with information Alpha requesting IFR clearance to Hilo. Abel 100, Honolulu delivery, you are cleared to Hilo via Pale 3 departure, runway 04 left, squawk 1112.
Hilo ground, Abel Link 221, ready to taxi.
Abel Link 221, taxi Link point runway 26 via Echo Alpha.
Taxi to Link point runway 26 via Echo Alpha, Abel Link 221.
Abel 100, wind 22 degrees at 5 knots, runway 26 right, cleared for takeoff. Cleared for takeoff, runway 26 right, Abel 100.
Our founders have their legacy etched upon the horizon. Gaining wisdom from the past, it was then time for the next generations to put their own footprints and leave their legacy in the virtual skies. A new era was about to begin.
from all of us in flight simulation communities.
We are wishing Abel Jets Group
happy 10th anniversary.
Happy 10th anniversary.
Thank you for keeping our dreams aloft. Here's to another 10 years of making progress to connect the world. To the skies, stars, and what lie above all of them. Our real journey has just begun.